Kristen Lawler. I would say it's through, there's different kinds of Marxism, but the place on the map of Marxism where I sort of exist and my work exists is like the kind of anti-Stalinist Marxism of somebody like Guy Debord, the surrealists, the situationists. It is a moment of class struggle. Too often people think of, like leisure activities or people just having fun as being separate from issues of class struggle. But in terms of thinking in a Marxist way about capitalism, capital ultimately is like the imposition of work. And that's how they map the city. That's how they build the city.
Okay, so I'm going to just play a little clip from this because this question of the dérive and the drift through the city and what it means to move through the city in a different kind of a way. The Situationist had a practice called psychogeography, which was about creating a different map. And this is sort of a way. I feel like you could teach psychogeography through this kind of stuff.
É uma outra maneira de olhar a cidade. É muito interessante que é outra maneira de construir esse espaço. E isso não deixa de ser uma construção. Isso não deixa de ter uma série de outras variáveis para projetar outra cidade a partir dessa que existe, né? Então, ao perceber o espaço sob outra ótica, você cria um mapa totalmente diferente, você cria construções totalmente novas. O espaço não é só construído pelo arquiteto, ele é reconstruído a cada momento na concepção do espaço de cada um, né? Então, a leitura do espaço ela é uma construção também, né? De certa forma, andar de skate também é construir um espaço que seja na sua cabeça ou desconstruir ele na realidade.
To situationist social theory, but you could just listen to what the skaters are saying. Like it's incredible. So Jane Jacobs, the great sort of urbanist who wrote The Death and Life of Great American Cities, and who we'll see there's a beautiful skateboard with Jane Jacobs' face on it. Her position she's got a great chapter, The Uses of Sidewalks.
Some things are said so often that nobody thinks of what they mean anymore. For instance, for years we've been hearing, take the children off the streets. Off the streets and into where?
And she talks about sort of the dance of the sidewalk and what happens in the city, this kind of spontaneous, organic order that emerges and urban life when it's not being dominated by, she was really against the New York City urban planner Robert Moses and power broker who was, sort of making the city all about efficiency and work and cars and skyscrapers. And she was saying, like, no, there's something else that makes urban life worth living and makes it really what it is.
O negócio assim de andar nas ruas é uma coisa que, a meu ver, me alimenta muito. Da Mangueira, agora em processo. Eu estou sintetizando a minha experiência da descoberta da rua através do andar. Detalhes, síntese do andar. Relações e dogmas.
Depende de como faça, como se depare no lazer, prazer, fazer.
Simplesmente não existe a divisão. Museu é um mundo. viu?
That's why I'm so inspired by that work, because it really shows this idea of capital mapped space a certain way. Like, here's where you work, here's where you consume, here's where you sleep to reproduce it for the next day. And skateboarders remap the city, like materially, you know, not just in an abstract way, but in a material way, and sort of subvert abstract space and remap the space according to a logic of play and flow and sort of an embodied collective world, rather than like the way that Georg Simmel or Lefebvre talks about the capitalist city as being dominated by these abstractions of like the grid or the clock or money, all of these like material abstractions that that make things much more calculable, more efficient, but that actually are sort of dehumanizing and that separate us from one another and from the moments of our lives.
Tirou foto, filmou, tá resolvido?
Certo.
Mas por que não pensar a cidadania nas ruas? Pensar o direito à cidade para esses jovens, como acomodar eles nesse espaço e promover uma boa convivência no espaço público. Então, ao invés dessa perspectiva repressora, ou até mesmo dessas estratégias de ficar apenas construindo o que está achando que vai tirar das ruas, vamos pensar também, além disso, né, em como promover uma cidadania nas ruas, né? Como promover a eles o direito à cidade.
O skatista, ele tem uma intimidade com a rua que eu acho que só o skatista e os moradores de rua têm. Ele se sente à vontade, ele vive tanto na rua que ele sabe até onde ele pode ir, entendeu? Até onde é perigoso ou não é.
And also, there's a sociologist named Mitchell Dunier who wrote a book called Sidewalk, which is about homeless street vendors in New York City, and he takes a similar position. He's very much influenced by Jane Jacobs, as are his subjects, and he takes the position that, with Jane Jacobs, that what looks like disorder from that kind of high modernist, super efficiency position is actually a very complex form of order. And that skateboarders, sort of these marginalized characters, have this intimacy with the street. The relationship between skateboarders and the homeless is super important.
Sob aparente desordem da cidade tradicional, existe, nos lugares em que ela funciona a contento, uma ordem surpreendente, que garante a manutenção da segurança e a liberdade. É uma ordem complexa. Sua essência é a complexidade do uso das calçadas, que traz consigo uma sucessão permanente de olhos. Essa ordem compõe-se de movimento e mudança, e embora se trate de vida, não de arte, podemos chamá-la na fantasia de forma artística da cidade e compará-la à dança. O balé da boa calçada urbana nunca se repete em outro lugar. Em qualquer lugar, está sempre repleto de novas improvisações.
This is Murilo Rolau. One of the short films that he's made is called Flanantes, and I know I'm saying that wrong, sorry, but if you see, one of the things about the flaneur that Walter Benjamin mentions is that they used to walk with turtles. So that gives you a sense of the different rhythm of everyday life that they're practicing and enacting. And so, I mean, when we saw this, we were like, no way, this is so brilliant, right?
I love the image of the skateboarder walking with a turtle on the poster for Flanantes film. You know, a reference to the flaneur and Walter Benjamin's analysis of the arcades, and the flaneur as sort of an urban idler, somebody who's kind of like an early slacker who just walks through the city just to enjoy it, and to enjoy the new sort of arcades of consumption, but to subvert the purpose by not buying things and by just sort of taking it in and enjoying it. I see these practices as moments of class struggle because they are about the refusal of the logic of capitalist, work and separation, and an embrace of the working class logic of life and pleasure and play.
O mar da história é agitado. As ameaças e as guerras, haveremos de atravessá-las.
Não há considerações gerais a fazer. Tá tudo aí.